Good evening, guys, to all of you on India's largest e-learning platform, Gradeup. And guys, as usual, as now you know, whenever some exam is over, we are always here to give you the analysis, some memory-based question of that exam, as well as the expected cutoff and all. For all these information, we are here, guys. So kindly and quickly like and share the session with others so that others can also reach here. And guys, this session is related to the HAL exam which was there in the morning shift today. So we will be sharing some of the question from that exam in front of you, always with the solutions. We will be also going to give you some analysis that how was the exam, what was the level of exam, all these kind of things we will be sharing. So I'm having Sonu sir with me. Yes, Sonu sir, would you like to add something
Okay.
here?
Good evening, all. This is Sonu Chauhan, one of the mentor on Gradeup. I welcome you all on Gradeup, India's largest e-learning platform. As you know, already you have just written the HAL exam, and there is a lot of curiosity in your mind that what will be the cutoff and how many number we should try to get the perfect selection chances, right? So these are the number of question maybe in your mind, and these all the question, or if I'll say answer of these all the question, then it is completely related to the number of attempt by you as well as number of attempt by the other candidate, because this is not simple related to a single candidate. It is completely a competitive exam. So just join number of students so that we can just compare at least how many attempts you have just taken, or the question was quite lengthy or it was quite light, quite easy. So on the basis of these number of parameter, we will conclude the number of things. So just join the session, my dear. Okay, cutoff will be above 143. Okay, it is I think question from your side, Ganesh. Okay, thank you.
Okay. So guys, I would like to add one more thing. First of all, okay, I will be showing you the question in the PDF as well. But first of all, I would like to share some information as per the students who have given the exam, what they have given information. Based on that, I'm telling you some of the basic things like 100 questions were there from the technical part and 40 were from the quant app part and 20 questions were from the GK part. So when we are talking about quantitative aptitude part and English part, sorry, and GK part, in GK there were few questions related to like where some locations they have asked. Also they have asked about the missiles from ISRO. You know that as Sriharikota we are going to start everything. So that kind of questions were there. President of Japan they have asked. So these kind of questions were there in GK. And when we are going for the technical part, my dear, technical part was better than HPCL exam. And here Kelsey was not allowed, but there were some question which requires the calculation, like gas equation. When we are using PV is equals to MRT, we require the calculator. So there were many questions where calculator was required, but calculator was not there. So because of that, some question became lengthy as well. Okay. So because of that only, obviously I will be saying here cutoff is going to be lesser than HPCL. But at the same time, there are many other factors. For HAL, seats are less than HPCL, and still only one shift paper is over. The analysis we are having with second shift was going on. Okay, so based on that, we will be giving some of the information. And now, yes, as Ganesh Nath is also saying that aptitude few questions were really good. Yes, in technical also some questions were really good where more calculations were there. So I will be starting with the PDF now, guys. Please tell me, are you ready for the session? Shall we start the PDF? Shall we start? Yes, guys. Yes, I'm sharing the PDF now with you. Yes, please tell me the screen is visible or not. Screen is visible or not? Yes. Screen is visible or not? Yes, guys.
Yes. Okay. Yes. Okay. Full Josh, your style.
Okay,
Sir,
fine.
one thing I would like to add, and I would like to ask also, as per the feedback by the number of students, it has been mentioned that the interface of the exam was not quite good. Somewhere the zoom out, or you have to do the zoom out or zoom in to read the entire question. So I just want to ask this question from all of you. have you faced the same problem? Because by the number of students I have just got this point that the interface of the exam was not quite good. So can you write in the comment section, have you all faced these type of problem, or few of the students have faced this type of problem? Yes or no? UJ style? Yes, sir. We can start now.
Okay, guys. So we are starting now. So as I said, total number of questions were 160. 100 questions were there in technical part. And my dear, here some formula-based numericals were there, and some one-liner means very easy question which are just just we are going to take the answer. So and some theoretical questions were there, and the level was easy to moderate. Okay, that is the student's point of view. Why? Because some questions were lengthy. So due to those lengthy questions, it is easy to moderate. Then my dear, when we are going for aptitude questions were 40 questions. They were also easy to moderate, and 20 questions were from the GK part. Here, as I already mentioned, some of the question like the locations they have asked. They have asked for the president of Japan. So these kind of questions were there in GK part. So guys, now we are coming for some of the questions, and I will be starting with that. Yes, sir. Many students are saying interface was bad.
Yeah, exactly.
So yes, that is the common problem for everyone. So guys, now I am sharing some of the questions with you. Like one question was there related to the cutting tool materials. Okay, like you know that the different types of cutting tool materials we are using. Okay, so based on that, one question was there. There was a fill in the blanks question where CAD and CAM, they were asking that what is CAD, what is CAM. So you know that CAD is computer aided designing. It is computer aided designing. It is computer aided designing or drafting, you can say. So they were asking CAD is used for, and options were like designing and manufacturing. So guys, you will be saying designing, obviously. Similarly, fill in the blanks for CAM was there. It was computer aided manufacturing. Computer aided manufacturing. So in the option, it was having once again design and manufacturing. So you will be saying obviously manufacturing for the same. So this question was there from computer integrated manufacturing. Okay. So guys, this is CAD CAM question. Next, my dear, 5 to 6 questions were there from thermodynamics, where they were asking the cycle name for the processes. That Sonu sir will be more describing about that. Like in Carnot cycle, what are the sequences? Like in other cycles, like Otto cycle, diesel cycle, dual cycle. These kinds of questions were there. Yes, Sonu sir, would you like to add something here?
Yeah. In this thermodynamic portion, usually some basic questions were asked, like PV is equal to MRT. One question was something like this. But this is also an important question. This was also an important question based on cycle, right? A number of like Otto cycle, how many processes are there, and what will be the name of all the process and sequence of all the process. So these type of questions were asked from the thermodynamic. And also one important point I have got, for a simple question, at least 6 to 7 statements were given, and then you need to select the right answer. So if the 6 to 7 statement for a simple level of question, when time is limited, then these number of statements you have to read before writing the question, then definitely it is a problem, or definitely it is not an easy level of question if you will compare this this entire exam with the HPCL level. So can you write in the comment section if you have felt the same thing? Am I right or not? Because
yes,
according to one student,
some students are writing. Actually, some students are writing as well that yes, many questions were there from CAD CAM as well. And guys, one more thing I would like to add here. Like there was a question about the from the EOQ, economic order quantity. You know that one theory question was there from this topic. One theory question was there from aggregate production planning. One question was there from lean manufacturing. Because if you see the syllabus of HAL, it was slightly higher side, slightly on means some extra portions were there which are not the part of gate as well. And at the same time, my dear, there is something question was related to the safety stock. You know, there are two types of model we are going to study in inventory. There are some models which are said to be deterministic model. Some models are said to be deterministic model, and some models are said to be probabilistic model. So my dear, they have asked probabilistic model. They have asked that safety stock is required in which type of model. I want you to answer whether they are in deterministic or probabilistic. Even they could make this question better by giving the names of the model, like you know, one is economic order quantity model, other is there is a safety stock model, and there are some other models. So based on that, they may have, there is some shortage cost model, there is some internal production model. So these kinds of models are there, you know. Yes, yes, yes. Many questions were there from AutoCAD. Ekta is saying, but sir, by elimination, okay, solved easily. Very good. So yes, 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 clear. So from in probabilistic model, you need to go for the safety stock. It is also known as buffer stock, because here demand rate and lead time are variable. Okay, so this is something important about this. So guys, these were the, I'm so showing other questions as well. Sir, actually, I would like to say you that please also tell about these cycle name questions. Like as I said, 5 to 6 questions were there from the cyclist name. They have given the sequence of processes. Okay, so for that also, if you say some things to the students.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. So already, sir, Bharat and UJ style and all number of students have accepted the same thing, that number of statement or the number of in a particular question, theory was quite lengthy. Already UJ style have written, that's why totally time based in the number of statement to read these type of name of a particular cycle. Like in Carnot cycle, 2 are the adiabatic process and 2 are the isothermal process. If it is written like this, then it may be the quite easy, because in this complete portion they are checking the simple knowledge. But if they are just mentioning the number of sequence and in a particular cycle, after this particular process will be there, then definitely they are wasting their time. And one more thing I would like to say to all of you, if you think that there are the few questions which we have not attempted, there is a lack of time, right? So this is not a problem for you, because right now the paper of HPCL exam is not HAL exam is not like HPCL, right? Because there are the number of students who felt the shortage of the time during the exam. There is the problem in the thermodynamic, even they can solve, but due to few numerical portion or due to the lack of problem of interface, right now they have to invest a lot of time to read the statement at least. Okay, so again, this may be the problem for all the engineers, right? So diesel cycle, yes, it was asked, and Carnot cycle and dual cycle like this. Okay, sir, can we discuss for new question? And I would like to ask from all of you, if you want to share any particular question, or if you want to share your experience in any particular subject of question, then it will be a quite easy for all the students. Yes, yes. Okay, okay. Yes, Ekta Sharma. Yes, one question related to power. Simple. This is a simple level of problem based on the numerical. COP was given, refrigeration effect was given, and power was asked. And if you see the analysis portion of the HPCL in morning time, then we have discussed the same question. Power was given in the HPCL, COP was given, and simply one either refrigerating effect or power, it was asked. And similarly, this is a very simple level of problem in numerical part from the vapor compression refrigeration cycle, that mass is given and enthalpy of H1, H2 and H3, H4 are given. Indirectly, what will be the value of refrigerating effect? That is nothing but, this is already written in the formula. So all 4 value of the numerical parameter were given to us, and we need to calculate the value of refrigerating effect in that question. So this is the numerical type. So I feel by the number of questions, then there is no big issue with the numerical problem. Most of the numerical problem you have solved, but there is the big problem what exactly number of students have faced, that is related to theoretical part. And second, few of the students say there are few problem in English also, but this part we will discuss later. Sir, Dheeraj sir.
Yes, sir. So actually, I would like to add one more point. Like from English, there were some questions which were related to preposition. So they have asked the question from preposition, from adverb. These are the things they have asked from the English as well. And if you see the technical level was similar to the engineering services paper, which was priorly expected. We have already told about that. In mathematics, as Akshay is saying, and other students also have given the same feedback, that questions were there from numerical methods. And numerical methods questions were there, like Simpson rule and all those questions were also asked, and number of iterations were also quite high in number. Number of iterations was asked also very large in number. So obviously that was time taking. One question were there from DNC and CNC, that for related to special purpose manufacturing machine. So when we are talking about CNC and DNC, you know DNC are of 2 types. So DNC, one is direct numeric control, other is distributive numeric control. So my dear, when we are talking about distributive, it is the you can say improvement over CNC only, but direct numeric control was before CNC. So my dear, now if they ask about distributive, obviously it is advanced version. If they are asking about direct, then it is going to be prior to CNC. So one question was there from this as well. And at the same time, my dear, as when we are talking about the other mathematics question, one question was there from Simpson 1/3 rule. Okay, and there was a question related to vibration isolation. What was the question from vibration isolation? Exactly, if I tell you, you already know that there is a ratio known as omega by omega n, which is represented by R. And you very well knows whenever we are going for a curve, this is from vibration basically, when we are going for a curve which is between transmissibility ratio and R, and when we are going to plot it for various values of zeta. So you know that whenever you are going to make the curve, it is coming like this. It is coming like this. So you know this is the value when we are going to talk about. So this is the value where we are saying it is 1 transmissibility ratio, and there are a lot of curve we are going for different values of zeta. We are going to make this curve different value of zeta like this. Okay. So when you are going to make this curve, they were asking related to this value that omega by omega n, which is equals to R, whether it should be more than root 2, as this value is root 2, this value is 1, or it should be less than root 2, or it should be equals to root 2. So my dear, if you are talking about the operating range when we are talking about is going to be after root 2 only, because transmissibility ratio is something which tell how much force is going to be transferred. So transmissibility ratio should be always lesser than 1, and it is less than 1 only when R is going to be more than root 2. That point was very important. So guys, from this the question was there from damping characteristic. Next question was there from gyroscopic action reaction part. You know that we find out gyroscopic effect, which is nothing but a reactive couple. So they were asking about from where it came. Okay, so this is related to reactive couple. So they were asking from where it comes. So this was the question. And okay, some questions are also coming from the students in the comment section, like Akshay saying math questions were unexpected, but still they were easy. Tough 4-5 questions were there which were lengthy. Yes, as I already told you, they intentionally put some questions, and you need to always skip those questions and go at the last for those questions. Okay, otherwise it would waste your time. मेरा क्वेश्चन तो ये है कि एक इंजीनियर के लिए रीजनिंग और इंग्लिश का इंपॉर्टेंस क्या होगा. Okay, dear, actually this is a question for many students, but actually communication is something which is important for everybody, and you must be aware of one thing, that okay, you are going to join as a GET, majorly graduate engineer training, but after that, after promotions, you are going to be at managerial post only, and for managerial post all these things are required. Okay, maybe you are starting as an engineer, but later on after promotions you are going to reach to those posts where it is going to be required. Okay, communication is something which is required everywhere throughout your life. Okay, so guys, there were some other questions, sir. I feel now your part is there from thermodynamics.
Yes, sir. So one question is related to second law of thermodynamics. When you clean the room, then what will be the entropy decrease, or what will be the entropy change of the system? So again, in general, I think this question was not clear from a student side, but I think in this question, simply question related to universe may be asked, that what will be the change of entropy. So when you just clean the room, then definitely entropy of universe will increase. Or if any one of you clear with this question, then it was related to the surrounding or system.
I feel it is like when you are going to clean a room, so obviously the randomness in the room will be reduced. So I feel for room it would be reduces, and outside it would be increasing. That was the, I feel, the question the student was saying.
And yes, a few questions are related to like dimensionless number, that is Reynolds number and Stanton number. These are the question from the fluid side, right? And one very very easy level of numerical from Reynolds number was asked. Okay, sir, dust udegi. So yes, surrounding entropy will increase. You are absolutely right. Usage style, yes, surrounding entropy will increase, but when this entire room will be clean, then which used law? Okay. In this case, this was the question, which is the law of this one, right? So this is simply based on the Reynolds number, that is from fluid side. Okay. I think yes. Perumal have given the answer. Great. Okay. So Reynolds number, it was completely based on the viscosity as well as velocity, and diameter is given to us, and it was just like this. What will be the value of Reynolds number? It is based on simple formula, right? Okay. Yes. One more question related to strength of material. What is the plastic deformation? Is it up to the elastic limit or permanent deformation? Then definitely it is number of time has been discussed that plastic deformation is nothing but it is permanent deformation. Okay.
So,
And yes,
sir, I would like to add here.
yes,
Actually, when we are going to see the stress strain diagram, actually they were asking about the plastic deformation, and when they were asking about the permanent, they were asking about the permanent deformation. Actually, what happened is when you are going to make a curve, it is going to be like let us say you are loading up to this point. So you know that when up to this it is going to be elastic, after this it is going to be plastic. So when we are going for the permanent deformation, you know that when you're going for unloading part, so after unloading part, this elastic part is recovered, and whatever is left is going to be that is the permanent. So this kind of questions were there, that when we are going to find out the permanent deformation, it should be the question is like total deformation minus elastic deformation is going to be permanent deformation.
yeah.
Okay. And one question was there from the self weight of a member. You know, whenever we are going for the classification of load, then dead load will be the consideration for self weight. And one question was that compressibility effect. Compressibility effect is related which dimensionless number is there. In option, they were having Reynolds number, Stanton number, Mach number, and there were one more option. So the answer will be Mach number for
Mach
that.
number is the correct answer.
Yes, yes. So
Yeah.
these were the types of question, guys. So these theory-based questions were very easy. Whether they are thermodynamic cycle-based, they were very easy. So I feel the problem was only some mathematical question which were slightly lengthy, like this is Simpson's 1/3 rule. Okay, or you can say there is some question like from the equation PV is equals to MRT, where some calculations were required. And my dear, when we are talking about the English part generally is not maybe not good for all mechanical engineers. So that questions are also going to change many things. So rest will depend on you that how you are going to attempt. And as paper is in multiple shifts, so we cannot say what about other shift exam. This is majorly from the morning shift exam. Yes, sir. Would you like to add something more here?
Yes, sir. Okay. So if we talk about, yes, jig and fixture question was also you also asked. So again, it's a simple question. Okay. So if we talk about the overall question paper, then definitely labor of this question is quite higher as compared to HPCL level. And a few more important thing, if you will just notice in this HAL question, then yes, all the mechanical engineer normally weak in GS part or GK part, right? This intensely has been asked. Okay. And second important thing I would like to say, in English part, at least 4 to 5 questions was just like this, which are very difficult to solve. Even 70 to 80% was question were quite easy in English part also. But these important part will play a very important role. But if I'll say the selection, right now, or the process of selection, then simply there are the number of important factors which play a role to select anyone, and already we have just have a session before the examination that these are the number of factors which will play a very important role. Like if you are not going to stuck in number of problem, होता क्या कि बहुत सारे क्वेश्चन में आप अगर फंस गए हो, then definitely this will create a problem, right? If it is any lengthy question you see, then skip that question and move forward, right? If you have just follow this entire statics, then definitely you have to score a good marks, right? First thing. Second thing, if you have just given a extra attention to select the option, because this is a very critical point, right? Second thing. And third one, if your English and GK part is quite better, then definitely chance to select in the particular exam will also increase. So these are the number of points I would suggest. If you have just follow these all the star point or all the important point, then chances of the selection in that particular written exam will be higher. Sir.
Yes, actually, guys, one question was also there from multi-point cutting tool example. As you already know, we are having single point cutting tool, multi-point cutting tools. Okay, so there were questions like they were giving 4 options like broaching and these kind of shape per planar. Right? There, these kind of 4 options were there. So you need to pick one because this was the MCQ question. So guys, when you see the number of questions, theory questions were really easy. But when we are talking about numericals, they were slightly lengthier. They require more than 1 minute. So this is the thing which was making the paper to be slightly on better side if we compare with HPCL, because calci was not allowed. Okay. And when we are going for the number of seats also lesser, total number of seats for HAL were 100. At other place, 120 seats were there in only for mechanical in HPCL. So number of seats are also lesser in HAL, and they were also divided into 60-40. It was 60 and 40 for design and management trainee respectively. Sir, in which type of spring both ends has hook it was asked. Okay, Guru Raj Shetty is also sharing one more question. Yes, Sunil Kumar Yadav, the milling also was there in the option and it was correct. Yes. So my dear, these are the types of questions which were there in the paper. Hope you guys have done well. I would say best of luck to you for the results of the paper. And guys, as other shift exam would be over, then we will be able to tell you the exact cutoff, what should be the expected cutoff for the exam. And I feel by tomorrow we will be getting the feedback of all the shifts, and then we will be able to give you the exact expectation of the cutoff for both HAL and HPCL. So don't worry about that, guys. We will be having a session tomorrow related to that. This was only to give you about the first session. What was the feedback for the first session? So Sunil Kumar Yadav is saying that 40 marks, 14 marks mathematics were there. So 14 marks mathematics is really very important. Obviously, very high weightage. It is similar to gate. Okay. Yes. UPPSC की notification भी आई है. उसकी कुछ okay. Styles. I would like to say when we are talking about UPPSC, all these PSC examination are like engineering services examination, at least for technical part. Okay. Yes, for non-technical part, things are going to be different for different state, but technical parts are going to be more or less relatively same. The level is going to be same. Even last time UPPSC post when came, they were having the syllabus also very much similar. Like they were having project management as a part, because that was the ESC paper 1 part. So many things were there when we are talking about PSC examination. So guys, you need to go for PYQs of ESC for that, for the common part at least. Okay. Yes, Sonu sir, would you like to add something here?
Yes, sir. Okay. So number of you asked, sir, what may be the expected cutoff? As sir already told you that by analyzing the entire question paper from a one shift is not a fair. But one thing is clear, if you will see the HPCL and this one, then one thing is clear, that expected cutoff of this exam will be quite lower as compared to HPCL. And we have had a already session on HPCL, and already we have just discussed on the basis of all the exams which were conducted related to HPCL. It was something like 120 to 142 to 145 plus. If you just score like this, then definitely you are in very good position. But by analyzing these all the shifts today, definitely we will discuss, and we will come again to discuss the entire cutoff of all the shifts, right? Expected cutoff of all the shifts. So don't worry. And I would like to add one more important point. Definitely the cutoff as compared to HPCL will be lower. This thing I can say, sir.
Yes. So guys, this was the session. I hope it would be a useful session for you. We have given you around all the things which were there, and it was a 2.5 hours exam as usual. So guys, overall I will say it was a moderate paper, going to be better than HPCL. At the same time, the number of seats also plays an important role. So cutoff should be slightly on the higher side. Okay. So be ready for that. And guys, now I feel the students who have given the exam shall start their preparation for BARC. And guys, just at 8 p.m. you can join me on Gradeup app, where I will be going for strength of material, theory of machines, MD, and vibrations. Wonderful questions, and those are going to be the level of BARC and GATE 2022. So you can join me on Gradeup at 8 p.m. guys. So for completing the session, these are the faculty team for mechanical. Okay, guys, and after that, these are the top 10 rankers from GATE 2021 who have used Gradeup. These are the mechanical students. And after that, guys, under Gradeup Super, you are getting structured live courses for GATE, for ESC, for PSUs, for research organization like BARC. And for all these exams, you are getting test series under the green card. This is the contact for any admission related query. And guys, Gradeup Super gives you all these. So just download the Gradeup app and start your journey with us. So guys, this was about the session. So sir, I feel we shall close now.
Yeah. Yes, sir.
I feel we have given all the information. If any other question you guys want to ask, you can definitely ask, guys. Okay.
Or you can contact us on Telegram channel. Already the Telegram channel of Dheeraj sir and mine already given in the PPT. You can
And
ask
so
any
yes,
question.
I feel there is one more thing. Now ESC examination is there. So for engineering services also for ESC 2022, now the dates have been released. Okay. So I feel that session is also going on at the same time. So goodbye guys for this session.
Thank you all. All the best.
Yes.